Hello guys, my name is Kazuma Kuriyami. Now, I wanted to show you guys my other interest. Before, I made a video about my manga collection, but I didn't tell you guys that I also collect comics as well. Back then, I said, I'm not really into comics, but in the future, it started to become a small hobby of mine. Like, you know, I sort of got attached to comics, especially the ones that are nostalgic or memorable. So, here we go. We're gonna go talk about my comic book collection. Now, let's start off. Aliens Havoc. Uh, Many of these I keep it in mint condition. I go to the comic book store after work, and like I said, most of the time, I all of these are mint condition. Many of them. Some of them don't have covers anymore, like the ones here. These all have covers. These ones don't. But in the future, I might consider getting it a cover. So okay, Aliens Havoc. I read this already. It's alright. I guess the story could use some work, but it's actually pretty good. I have the part 2 version of this. Let's see if I have it somewhere here or not. Let me check. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, both of these go together. I bought these separately though, so yeah. The story is great. Like, it's really good, but it could use a bit of work, but aside from that, like, it's totally fine. The next one I want to talk about is, okay, I'll put this in the side because we're already finished with this. Like I said, Aliens Havoc. These are like part one, part two. These are related, of the same story, same universe. I gotta say, like, the story could use some work. I'm not gonna go give some spoilers. I'm just telling you guys my opinion. So okay, I'm gonna go put this aside because we're done with this. Next one is Predator Primal. Now, I also read a lot about the. Oh god, it's the neighbor's dogs. You guys can ignore that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Predator. I also have another Predator series here, like I vividly remember. Let's see. Let's see. I know it's here somewhere. Batman. Nope. Found you. There you are. Okay. Both of these go together as well. I read this. I actually love the story. There are some other parts of this, but I wasn't able to collect the other parts. But when I do, I plan to buy it. If you're into the Predator series, like, you guys should get these two copies. I really like these two. The story is really great. I first got into the Predator series when I was watching it in the movies. I was a kid. Then I thought, since I'm an adult now, I wanted to get the comic book version. That way I could always read, parts of the stories. Now, overall, it's also good. I actually like this better than the Aliens one, I'm not gonna lie. So, this is also a good buy. Next, uh, Gen 13. What can I say about this? Well, when I first got this, one of my friends got me into it, but I didn't really get a chance to finish this, so I don't really know what to say. Like, I'm just being completely honest. Now, for this comic book series, comic book. I haven't finished it yet, so. But I will say, it's kind of good. Like, the art style's good. Many of these comic books have different kinds of art styles. Some of them have similar, but for this one, it's quite unique, so it's also a good buy, I guess. Alright. We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. This one we'll also talk about this later. The Amazing Nightcrawler. I also love this series. You guys should check it out. Like, I got the first edition, like, in Marvel. So, the Nightcrawler. Okay, I don't want to give too much spoilers. Like, I'm just here to show you guys my comic book collection. So, I have this copy. It's one of my favorites. And, I'll show you the other ones we have. Shade, The Changing Woman, also good. Read it. I also read it. That's $3.99. Yeah, it's really good. The ones I got in cover, I had to buy it like freaking brand new. Like, I had to ship this from America all the way to the Philippines. Sometimes in the Philippines they already have copies of the certain comic books I have. If you guys are gonna go buy comic books, or if you're gonna make it a hobby like I do, I'm a casual collector. What I mean. Like, there's struggles sometimes getting certain copies of the type of comic book you want. It's either you have to get it in either eBay, Shopee, some of it's available there, or you just go to a physical comic book store. I do all free, so that's what I do. For this specific comic, it's really good as well. and I don't want to give too much spoilers, but yeah, it's also worth collecting. Next one is this. Oh boy. I got, let's see, issue 2, issue 2. All of these have numbers. I vividly remember getting every single... I got all parts. All of them are Doomsday Clock. I got this one. I also got this. Superman's here. And I also got this. That's not Harley Quinn. And this one. She's beating up the Joker. Now, Doomsday Clock is really interesting. It's really good. It's really good. If you're into DC, like, you have to go for this shit. Like, it's really, really good. I haven't finished this yet, because they're missing parts. They're missing parts. You can, I'll try to show you. This is part 5. And, let's see, I don't have part 6. Yeah. This is part 6. And this one's part 7. And this is part 12. It's supposed to be around, up to 12 different, comic books, but I wasn't able to collect the other parts. Maybe in the future I'll finish this, but, you know. Like I said, this is, if you're into DC, I would recommend going get the Doomsday Clock comic book series. Like, it's really good. Batgirl, Birds of Prey, also good. Depending on the issue of Batgirl or etc., sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Reason why, some of them is... it's good, some of them are not. For this specific type of comic, I do like it. You know, not... some of them are predictable, not gonna lie, but this one's not, so... If you're really into, another one, you know, collecting, I would recommend getting this as well. But, you know... But not gonna lie, there are not too many people I know who's into Batgirl, because sometimes she's not really, you know, too interesting, but for me, I think she's interesting, so, you know, go for it. Domino, also good, kind of a bit gory sometimes, depending on your level. It's Marvel, by the way. Also good, but the story's a bit weird. I mean, at least for me, but for other people, if you guys think it's nice, you know, you should give it a shot. Whenever I collect comic books, I usually get it based from how good the comic is. Sometimes I read it online, sometimes I want the physical copy. One of the perks of having a physical copy is that you can tell people you have a physical copy, and it's actually portable, so, you know, if you're into this, you could also get that. Another issue of Batgirl, got this as well. This is actually my favorite Tiger's Claws, Spirit of Tiger's Claws. Really good. I think this is one of her best feats in terms of the comic book series, in my opinion. But if you guys have other opinions, it's fine as well. I collect Batgirl. I think she's good. This one, yes, Deceased. This is based from the Nightmare on Elm Street, I think. I forgot. Like, I read this a long time ago. Zombie Batman. The moment I saw this, like, frick yes. I went to the comic book store before I saw this cover. It's like, frick yes, you're coming with me. Deceased in Gotham, you should check it out. It's really grim. It's a dark story of what will happen if... Oh, God. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't say the plot. Overall, A+. Love this. Really good. Next one is this. Cable, Marvel Comics, X-Men Deluxe. Not much to say about this. Haven't finished it yet. All I'll say is, I heard from other people it's good, so, you know, you can check it out. Yeah, good. Next one's going to be Cable again. I got this in 2 because it's supposed to be on sale. I haven't finished this yet, but I heard from a lot of people, like I said, it's good. I'm just being honest about my opinions because not all of this I get to finish. You know, I have work, hobbies, etc. So you can check this out. Like, this is really good. Yay, Batman again. Another issue of Batman. This is Poison Ivy, and it's a good comic book. I like Poison Ivy. Sometimes she creeps me out because some of the stuff she does is really inhumane, but sometimes she's also relatable and, you know, a good character. So, you know, besides, she has a good thing going with Harley Quinn. Overall, about this specific comic, it's alright. I wouldn't say it's the best, but yeah, this is my opinion. So, yeah. Life After. I haven't finished this yet. In fact, I haven't even started reading this, but I got this because it had a good cover art, and I tried to ask other people, like my friends, and they said it's a must-read, so I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'll check this out. I'm gonna go read it. When I do, I'll tell you guys in the future, or you guys can contact me. Now let's go to my favorite two. Like I said, we'll get to these later. Okay, I love this. Okay, freaking Batgirl, Batman. This is a different version of Batman. It's not the same Batman. Or this one's going to be Jason Todd. Oh boy, I love Jason Todd. Every time there's a freaking Jason Todd comics, I immediately get it. I love the Red Hood. I heavily relate to Jason Todd. I love what he stands for. He's an unorthodox hero, anti-hero, whatever you want to call it. This is my favorite comic book. One of my number one. Like, this is my number one. Like, nothing's gonna beat this. I don't like Batgirl too much, but you know, since she was partnered with, in this story, she's taking place with Red Hood and another version of Batman, and I was like, damn. So yeah, really good. This is my top one. I already finished this from start, so you know, you could definitely. This is a must read, must buy. I have to recommend it. So it's my number one. Next is this one, Deadpool and Spider-Man. One of my favorite interactions because these guys are very quirky. And aside from that, if you think that's already good, this is actually 3 comic books in one. So the moment I got this, I was like, oh god, this is like a lot of issues already into one. It's 3 comic books made into one. That's what my friend told me when we first got it. Now I know I'm gonna go answer a bit of common questions. So Kazuma, which one do you actually like more, DC or Marvel? It's hard for me to tell because I like both. But I'm not gonna lie, I like DC better. There, I said it. I like DC better, but there are a lot of characters for Marvel in which I like. I like Iron Man. I think he's a Doctor Strange. I also like the Fantastic Four, but I haven't had a single copy of their comics yet. But when I do, probably it's gonna be added to my collection. What else have I got? In DC, my favorite is freaking Jason Todd, hands down. Batman, not so much. Injustice, Superman's good. Owlman. Oh, I freaking love Owlman. I'll get one of those in the future, like if you guys want to watch... if you guys already watch Crisis of Two Earths, it's a definitely, I would highly recommend that. But let's get back to the concern. These two are my most favorite. It's, number 1, number 2. But for some people, it's interchangeable. I freaking love these comics. I read this over and over, even though I already finished reading it. It's my guilty pleasure. I love these comics. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I'm gonna go compile all of the comic books I have. Overall, I have around 26, I think. No, not 26, 21. Yeah, 21. I think I have let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Oh yeah, I was right, 21. I have exactly 21 comic books. I'm just a casual collector. I collect, a handful of this. Same thing I do with manga. And, yeah, that's the only thing I have to say. If you guys are into comics, go for it. And, I love talking about Marvel and DC as well. Like, I'm a huge fan of those. So, if you guys want to go talk about those kinds of stuff with me, you guys can contact me. I could leave my socials so you guys can chat with me with all sorts of stuff. And, yeah, I think we're done. So, okay. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Kazuma Kuriyami. I hope you guys enjoy seeing my comic book collection. And yeah, goodbye guys. Kazuma Kuriyami here, signing out. Goodbye.